The broadcast began like a ceremony. The Galactic Empire's channels watched on 1,000 worlds showed. Endless ranks of human prisoners marched into a vast arena of metal and fire. They were gaunt, beaten, stripped of names. Mothers held children. Soldiers stood chained. Old men and young alike shuffled forward under the gaze of alien overseers. 7 million souls. The announcers' voices rang across the galaxy. Behold, the fate of Earth's rebellion. Humanity has been judged unworthy. Their line ends today. The executions began. Entire rows dissolved in plasma fire. Others were fed into machines that ground flesh into ash. The screams echoed, transmitted live to every corner of the Empire. Planets cheered. Enslaved species dared not look away. It was not justice, it was spectacle. But what the Empire thought was victory became their greatest mistake, because Earth was watching too, on the ruins of Lunar Command, deep under bunkers that no alien thought still existed. The last Terran War Council assembled. They had seen every second of the slaughter. General Kellen's fists bled against the table as he growled. 7 million. They didn't just kill our people, they broadcast it. They wanted us to break. Dr. Marek, keeper of Earth's last archives, whispered words none dared speak aloud. This isn't war anymore. This is genocide. Silence filled the chamber. The word was heavy, final. Humanity had suffered defeats, betrayals, occupations. But this was different. This was annihilation dressed as entertainment. And in that silence, Earth declared something back. War without end. The Terran fleets had been fractured, their colonies shattered. But humanity had not been idle, hidden in asteroid forges, buried under oceans, sleeping in vaults older than empires. Weapons had been waiting. Project Nemesis. Engines that folded space into knives. Cannons that fired singularities. Ships woven from alloys so dark they devoured light. The galaxy thought them myths, whispers of a desperate species. But when the broadcast ended, the myths awoke. The first counterstrike came not as a fleet, but as fire from the void. On the Empire's capital world, just as the victory celebrations began, the skies split. Orbital defense platforms screamed warnings too late. From nothingness, a spear of light struck, piercing the planet's defense grid and vaporizing it in a heartbeat. Then the shadows arrived. Dozens of Terran warships burst from folds in space, black hulks glowing with vengeance. Their comms transmitted a single message across the Empire. You killed 7 million of ours. For each, we will take 7 million of yours. This is not war. This is justice. The bombardment began. Entire fleets scrambled to respond, but Terran tactics had changed. We no longer fought as prey. We struck like nightmares, vanishing before counterattacks could land, reappearing where defenses were weakest. On the slave worlds, humanity's soldiers dropped from the skies, liberating camps and arming the oppressed. Entire populations rose alongside us, wielding fury older than the Empire itself. The galaxy, once silent at our suffering, now heard a new sound, the roar of rebellion. The Empire panicked. Their propaganda failed. They had broadcast our genocide to inspire fear, but instead, it had lit the galaxy on fire. Species that had knelt for centuries began whispering, if the humans can rise, why not us? On the battlefield of Draskos, the Empire unleashed an armada 3 times the size of the Terran fleet. They believed numbers would crush vengeance. But the Terran warships moved like shadows, their weapons rewriting the laws of physics. Singularities collapsed dreadnoughts into fragments. Drone swarms hollowed carriers in minutes. The humans didn't just win. They dismantled the Empire's illusion of power. General Kellen's voice echoed across the galaxy after the battle. You thought us broken. You thought extinction was entertainment. But know this, the blood of 7 million cries out for vengeance. And we are its answer. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. The declaration spread like wildfire. Even the Council of Empires, once smug in their neutrality, trembled. For the first time, they recognized what had been unleashed. Not survivors, but executioners. The war dragged on, but the outcome was already written. One by one, the Empire's strongholds fell. Slave chains shattered. Worlds once forced to cheer humanity's death now painted Terran sigils across their skies. And when the final throne world burned, humanity spoke the last words the Empire would ever hear. Genocide was your crime. Extinction is your sentence. In the end, 7 million lives had been taken in arrogance, but their memory became the spark that ended an empire. The galaxy learned that day a truth they would never again forget. You do not break humanity. You only make us stronger.